They say twins have a secret language, a connection that goes beyond words. I'm Jana Duggar, and I've shared my entire life with my twin brother, John-David. We shared a womb, we shared a birthday, and we've shared every major milestone. So, if anyone knows what is going on in his life, it's me. Ever since John and Abbie got married, the question has been constant. It fills my DMs every single day. Jana, does John have the twin gene? Will he be the one to have the next set of Duggar twins? Well, last week, the internet exploded. A single photo of an ultrasound surfaced, and suddenly, everyone is convinced that the twin gene has finally struck again. People are seeing double. They are analyzing bumps. They are saying they heard 2 heartbeats. But rumors are one thing, reality is another. John and Abbie have been very quiet, but today I'm breaking the silence. As his twin sister, I'm going to take you inside the rumors, the science, and the shocking truth about baby number 3. Did we just welcome 2 new members to the family? Let's find out. To understand the rumor, you first have to understand the bond. Being a twin is unique. It's not just having a brother born on the same day. It's having a witness to your entire life. From the moment we were born, me first, by the way, which I never let him forget, John-David and I have been a team. Growing up in a house with that many children, it's easy to get lost in the noise. But John and I always had each other. We were the original set. Before the TV shows, before the fame, before the chaos, it was just John and Jana. We shared a stroller, we shared chores, and honestly, we shared a brain half the time. People always ask me, Jana, can you feel when something is happening to him? And the answer is yes. It's not magic, it's just intuition. I know his tired face. I know his stressed face. And I definitely know his I'm keeping a secret face. John is the quiet one. He's the steady hand. While the rest of us might be running around frantic, John is the one standing in the back, observing, fixing things, making sure the plane is ready to fly. He doesn't seek attention. In fact, he runs from it. That's why this whole situation is so funny to me. John-David, the guy who hates headlines, is suddenly the center of the biggest rumor on the internet. Everyone wants to know if the twin gene, the thing that defines us, has passed on to his children. And let me tell you, as his twin sister, watching him navigate these rumors is entertaining. But it also makes me look at him and wonder, is he hiding something? Because if there is one person who can keep a secret better than me, it's John-David. Let's rewind a bit, because to understand where we are now, you have to look at who John married. For a long time, we thought John was going to be the bachelor till the rapture. He was picky. He waited a long time. While our younger siblings were getting married at 19 and 20, John was just working, flying, and serving. And then came Abbie Burnett. She was different. She was a nurse. She was older. Well, older by Duggar standards. She had a career. She had a confidence that matched John's quiet strength perfectly. I remember when he first told me about her. He didn't say much, but he had this little smirk. That John smirk. He said, "She loves to fly, Jana," and that was it. I knew he was done for. Their courtship was a whirlwind, but it was also so mature. And that proposal, in an airplane hangar, it was perfect for them. When they got married, they didn't just become a couple, they became a team. Jabby, as the fans call them. They balance each other out. Abbie brings him out of his shell, and John grounds her. They've built this beautiful, private life that is slightly removed from the rest of the big house chaos. They aren't trying to be influencers. They are just trying to be parents. But when you are a Duggar, and especially a twin Duggar, privacy is a luxury you rarely get to keep. Okay, let's talk science for a minute. Or at least, Duggar science. The question everyone is asking is, does the twin gene run in the family? Technically, biologically speaking, the gene for fraternal twins, releasing 2 eggs, comes from the mother. So, since Abbie isn't a twin, science says the odds are normal for them. John being a twin doesn't theoretically make Abbie more likely to have twins, but this is the Duggar family we are talking about. Statistics act differently around us. My mom, Michelle, had 2 sets of twins, me and John, and then Jedidiah and Jeremiah. And my grandmother, Grandma Mary, came from a family with multiples. It feels like it's woven into our DNA. For years, fans have been placing in bets on who would have the next set. Would it be Jessa? Would it be Jill? Would it be me? But there is something poetic about the idea of John, one of the original twins, being the one to have twins. It's what the fans want. It's what the tabloids want. And honestly, it's kind of what I want too. When John and Abbie announced their first pregnancy, everyone held their breath for 2 heartbeats. When Grace was born, just one beautiful girl. Then Charlie, one beautiful boy. So the score is currently Nature 2, twin gene 0. But this time, this 3rd time, the rumors are louder than ever. And knowing my family's history of defying the odds, I wouldn't bet against the twin gene just yet. Stranger things have happened in Arkansas. Now, we have to talk about the hard part. The part that makes this rumor scary, not just exciting. Abbie doesn't have easy pregnancies. With Grace, and especially with Charlie, Abbie suffered from something called hyperemesis gravidarum, or HG. If you haven't experienced it, you can't imagine it. It's not just morning sickness. It is relentless. It is hospitalization. It is being unable to keep water down for months. I watched her go through it. I watched John trying to take care of her, looking so helpless. He would come over to the house to pick up supplies, and he looked exhausted. Seeing the woman you love suffer like that, just to bring your child into the world, changes you. This is why the twin rumor is complicated. If Abbie is pregnant with twins, the hormones are doubled. That means the HG could be twice as bad. So when I see people online cheering for twins, saying, "Oh, I hope it's 2, part of me is excited, but the sister-in-law part of me is worried." A twin pregnancy for someone with HG is a high-risk medical event. It's not just cute matching outfits. It's a battle for survival for the mom. John knows this. Abbie knows this. She's a nurse. Remember? So if they are hiding a twin pregnancy, it's not just for a surprise reveal. It might be because they are in the trenches, fighting through the sickness, just trying to get to the safe zone. Before we dive deeper into the new rumors, let's look at the little family they already have. Grace Annette. She is a firecracker. She has those curly blonde curls, and she has her daddy wrapped around her little finger. She is the pilot's daughter through and through. She loves planes, she loves running outside. And then Charlie. Charlie is still so little, but he is all boy. Watching John with them is my favorite thing. John was always the fun uncle. He was the one tossing the nieces and nephews in the air. But seeing him as a dad, it fits him like a glove. He is patient. He is present. And Abbie, despite how sick she gets during pregnancy, she is such a hands-on mom. She fights through the pain to be there for them. They have a perfect little set, a girl and a boy. Many people would stop there. In today's world, 2 kids is a complete family. But we are Duggars. We love big families. And I know John. I know he loves being a dad. I know they always wanted more, health permitting. So, when they went quiet on social media recently, when the photos stopped, when the angles started hiding her stomach, I noticed. You don't hide unless you have something to protect. And right now, they are protecting Grace, Charlie, and, well, whoever else might be on the way. The first clue wasn't what they posted, it was what they didn't post. If you follow my family, you know that silence is rare. Most of us are pretty active online. We share birthdays, we share milestones, we share coffee runs. But about 4 months ago, John and Abbie's Instagram went dark. No stories. No updates on Charlie, no cute airplane photos. For the casual follower, maybe that didn't mean much, but for the Duggar detectives, and yes, I know you guys are out there, it was a red alert. In our family, silence usually means one of two things: a scandal or a pregnancy. Knowing John, I knew it wasn't a scandal. He's too boring for that. Sorry, John, but it's true. So that left option 2, but this silence felt heavier than usual. When Abbie was pregnant with Charlie, they still posted occasionally. This time, it was total radio silence. They stopped coming to the big family dinners at the main house on Friday nights. Or if they did come, they parked in the back and slipped in through the side door. I remember asking John, "Are you guys okay?" And he just gave me that calm pilot nod. "We're just laying low, Jana. Just focusing on the family." Laying low is code. It means they are in the bunker. It means they are protecting something fragile. And that's when I knew whatever is happening, it's big and it's taking every ounce of their energy to manage it. Then came the leak. It wasn't an official announcement. It never is anymore. Is it? It was a photo posted by a friend of a friend at a baby shower. Not even Abbie's shower, just one she attended. She was in the background, barely visible. She was wearing a baggy sweater, holding a gift bag in front of her stomach. Classic Duggar concealment tactic, Phase 1. We all do it, but the internet sleuths. You guys are terrifyingly good. Someone zoomed in, they enhanced the image, they adjusted the contrast, and they spotted something on the table next to her, a sonogram strip. Now, usually, a sonogram strip has 3 or 4 little squares, right? You see the head, the profile, maybe a foot, but the forums went wild claiming that this strip looked longer, denser. They claimed they could see 2 distinct sacs labeled A and B. I looked at the photo. Honestly, it was blurry. It could have been a receipt for all I knew. But once the idea is out there, it spreads like wildfire. Twins, baby B, double trouble. Suddenly, every old photo was being reanalyzed. Look how tired she looks here. Look at the size of her water bottle. The narrative shifted overnight from "is Abbie pregnant" to "Abbie is definitely having twins." And the funniest part, John and Abbie still haven't said a single word. They are letting the internet write the script for them. So, aside from a blurry photo, what is the actual evidence? Why is everyone so convinced it's twins? I decided to look at the evidence myself. Exhibit A, the timeline. Based on when they went silent, fans estimate she is about 20 weeks along. But the few glimpses we've had of her bump suggest she is measuring ahead. Now, Abbie is petite. She's tiny, so any baby bump looks big on her. But people are swearing that she has the twin shelf, that specific shape you get when there are 2 babies fighting for space. Exhibit BZ, the HG factor. Remember how I mentioned her sickness? Sources, Aka. Loose-lipped friends have said that Abbie has been much sicker this time than with Charlie. Statistically, higher HCG levels from twins cause worse morning sickness. So the math adds up there. Exhibit C, the slip up. There was a rumor that someone found a baby registry under a fake name linked to their address. And on that registry, 2 car seats, 2 crib mattresses. Now, I can't confirm if that registry is real. People make fake ones all the time to troll us. But if it is real, well, you don't buy 2 crib mattresses for 1 baby unless you plan on having them sleep in shifts. The evidence is circumstantial, sure, but when you stack it all up, it starts to look a lot less like a rumor and a lot more like a reasonable deduction. And then there are the colors. The internet loves color theory. If you wear pink, you're having a girl. If you wear blue, it's a boy. If you wear yellow, you're trying to confuse everyone. Last week, Abbie was spotted at a thrift store. She was buying baby clothes. Yes, even Duggar's thrift. A fan claimed they saw her cart. And in that cart, a very specific mix, a blue sleeper and a pink headband. Now, could she be buying for friends? Absolutely. We have a million nieces and nephews. There is always a baby shower happening somewhere in Arkansas. But the theorists say, no, Jana! It's a boy-girl set! The pigeon pair. If John and Abbie truly have a boy and a girl on the way, that would be the jackpot. John has always wanted a large family, but Abbie's health makes that hard. Twins, one of each, would be the ultimate two for the price of one deal. It would get them to 4 kids instantly. I asked John about the blue and pink rumor. I sent him a screenshot of the article. He replied with a single emoji. The shrugging man. He is enjoying this way too much. He knows the answer, and he knows that I know he knows. But he's not cracking through all of this? The leaks, the blurry photos, the registry hunting. John-David has been John-David. You have to understand his personality. He is a pilot, and not just a hobby pilot. He is trained to handle emergencies. When an engine stalls, you don't scream, you follow the checklist. That is exactly how he is handling this high-risk pregnancy and the media storm. While the internet is screaming, John is in pilot mode. He has taken over everything at home so Abbie can rest. He is doing the grocery shopping. He is flying folks around for work. He is changing Charlie's diapers. He is completely unfazed by the rumors. I think he actually finds peace in the privacy. He told me once, Jana, I don't care what they say on the internet. I only care about the heartbeat on the monitor. That groundedness is what Abbie needs right now. If it is twins, that is a terrifying reality for them medically and logistically. 2 babies, a toddler, and a kindergartner. That's a lot. But John isn't panicking. He's just checking his instruments, keeping the plane steady, and waiting for landing. But as his twin, I can see the little cracks in the armor. I see the extra coffee he's drinking. I see the tired eyes. He's strong, but he's carrying the weight of the world. Or at least, the weight of 2 new worlds on his shoulders. One thing people often forget about Abbie is that she isn't just a Duggar wife. She is a licensed nurse. That changes everything about how they handle a pregnancy. Most of my sisters go into pregnancy with a very, let's say, faith-based approach. They trust the process, they trust the midwives, and they don't ask too many technical questions. But Abbie knows too much. When you are a nurse, you know exactly what can go wrong. You know what the charts mean. You know what high risk actually looks like on paper. I think this is both a blessing and a curse for her. On one hand, she can advocate for herself. If she feels off, she knows the medical terminology to explain it to her doctor. She doesn't just say, I feel sick. She talks about hydration levels and electrolyte imbalances. But on the other hand, knowing the risks creates anxiety. If this is a twin pregnancy, Abbie knows the statistics on preterm labor. She knows about preeclampsia. She knows about NICU stays. I've seen her looking at medical journals instead of baby name books. While John is the pilot keeping the plane steady, Abbie is the co-pilot checking the engine diagnostics. She approaches this pregnancy with a level of medical seriousness that we don't usually see in our family. She isn't just hoping for the best. She is medically managing the outcome. I want to circle back to the HG, hyperemesis gravidarum, because if the twin rumors are true, this is the part that keeps me up at night. HG isn't just throwing up. It's starvation. It's your body rejecting everything you try to give it. Now, imagine that physical toll. And then double the demand. Twins are parasites. In the biological sense, they take everything from the mother. Calcium, iron, energy. If Abbie is struggling to keep down water, how is she supposed to grow 2 skeletons? This is why John has been so protective. This is why they aren't traveling. This is why we haven't seen them at the park. If she is carrying twins, she is running a marathon with no water. There have been days where John has had to take her in for IV fluids. I've gone over to watch the kids while they go, seeing Abbie lying there, so pale and weak. It breaks your heart. The fans see the cute twin reveal possibility. They see the matching outfits. But we see the IV poles. We see the fear in John's eyes when she can't stand up without getting dizzy. So, when we talk about the twin gene striking again, please remember that for Abbie, this isn't just a fun genetic quirk. It's a physical gauntlet. She is fighting a battle with her own body to keep those babies safe. Okay, enough of the scary stuff. Let's talk about the family betting pool. Yes, we have one. We are Duggars. We bet on everything related to babies. Gender, weight, birth date, and yes, the twin count. Jessa is convinced it's twins. She claims she saw Abbie's aglow was different this time. Jessa considers herself the family expert on everything, so she is doubling down on her prediction. Joy, Anna thinks it's just one big boy. Joy is practical. She says Abbie is just measuring big because it's her third. But the funniest one is Jeremiah. Remember, Jeremiah is a twin to Jed. He told John Mayen, I hope you get twins so I'm not the only one dealing with double trouble later. We have a group chat. Sends John and Abbie, where we analyze the clues. Someone shared that photo of the blue and pink clothes, and the chat exploded. I told you? No way. She's trolling us. Does anyone have a contact at the ultrasound clinic? That was a joke, mostly. It's our way of showing love, I guess. We are all just so excited for them. Whether it's one or two, this baby is already so loved. But if I had to place my own bet, I'm sticking with my twin intuition. My gut says John is about to join the multiples club. You can't talk about Duggar twins without talking about the expert my mom, Michelle. She has raised 2 sets of twins. She knows the chaos. She knows the joy. Since the rumors started, Mom has been spending a lot of time with Abbie. Not in a hovering way, but in a passing the torch way. I've heard them talking in the kitchen. Mom telling her, if it is twins, you have to get them on the same schedule immediately. If one wakes up to eat, you wake the other one up. Otherwise, you will never sleep again. That is the golden rule of Duggar twins. Mom looks at John with this special sparkle in her eye. I think she secretly wants him to have twins because it connects him to her journey. She sees her son becoming a father to multiples, just like she was a mother to them. She's been digging out old photos of me and John and Jed and Jer. She's been showing Abbie how she managed 2 car seats, 2 high chairs. It's like she is preparing them for battle. Even if they haven't confirmed it to us officially, Mom's advice mode usually means she knows something we don't. Let's talk logistics. Because babies take up space. John and Abbie don't live in a massive mansion. They have a lovely, modest home, but fitting 3 kids, 2 of them potentially being newborns, into that space. That is a game of Tetris. If it is twins, the nursery setup changes completely. You need 2 cribs. That takes up an entire wall. You need a double stroller that can actually fit through a doorway. You need double the diapers. Do you know how many diapers twins go through in a week? It's basically a landfill. I went over there recently to help with some organizing, aka snooping. I noticed they were clearing out the guest room office. John was moving desks out. They were painting. And I saw them measuring a specific corner. I did the mental math. That corner was exactly wide enough for 2 bassinets side by side. I didn't say anything. I just handed John the screwdriver and smiled. He looked at me, saw me looking at the wall, and just winked. They are making room. Whether it's for a very large nursery for 1 baby or a compact nursery for 2, The nest is being expanded, and seeing John, David building furniture, getting ready to protect his growing flock, makes me so proud of him. Now, we have to talk about something nobody likes to discuss, but every parent thinks about money. Babies are expensive. Twins. They are financial chaos. John, David works incredibly hard. He is a constable. He is a pilot. He works in construction. He has never been afraid to get his hands dirty. Unlike some of the other siblings who rely heavily on social media or family businesses, John has always wanted to stand on his own 2 feet. But adding 2 babies at once, that changes the math. We aren't on TV anymore. The counting on paychecks are gone. We are living in the real world now, with real inflation and real grocery bills. I've seen John looking at the budget. I've seen him taking on extra flights. He feels the weight of being the provider. If this is twins, that's 2 college tuitions, 2 weddings, 2 first cars, and right now, 2 sets of formula and diapers. Abbie stopped working as a full-time nurse when Grace was born to focus on the kids, though she keeps her license active. So, they are a single-income household. If the twin rumors are true, it's not just a fun surprise. It's a call to action for John. He is going to have to hustle harder than ever, and I know he will. He's a Duggar man, we know how to work, but I worry about him burning out. The stress of providing for a suddenly large family is heavy even for someone as strong as John. The moment of truth always happens in a dark room with a cold gel on your stomach. The 12-week scan. This is the appointment where the rumor either dies or becomes reality. I wasn't in the room, obviously. That is a sacred space for John and Abbie. But I know how these appointments go. I've been to enough of them with my sisters. You hold your breath. You watch the technician's face. If it's one baby, the tech smiles and says, "There's the heartbeat," fast and simple. But if it's twins, there is a pause. The tech frowns a little. They move the wand around. They squint. They say, "Hold on, let me just check something here," and then the screen splits. Or you see 2 distinct flutters. John told me the appointment went great. That's all he said. "It went great, Jana?" But he had a look in his eye. A look of shock. A look of someone who just realized his life is about to get a lot louder. If they did see 2 heartbeats that day, imagine the car ride home, the silence, the laughter, the panic. Where do we put them? How do we feed them? That appointment is the dividing line between their old life and their new reality. Before I give you my final verdict, I need to clear up some trash. The internet is full of lies, and as their sister, I need to protect them from the crazy stuff. Myth number 1 teen. They used IVF to get twins. False. Look, I support science, but John and Abbie are very traditional. They believe children are a gift from God. If they are having twins, it happened naturally. It wasn't a procedure. It was just the twin gene, or luck, doing its work. Myth number 2, they are filming a spin-off show about the twins. Also false. We are done with TV. John and Abbie value their privacy more than a paycheck. They aren't hiding the pregnancy to build suspense for a season finale. They are hiding it because they want peace. Myth number 3, they are naming them Jim and Bob. Okay, this one made me laugh, but no. No. John has his own style. They like classic, strong names like Grace and Charles. They aren't going to name their kids something wild just for attention. It's important to separate the fan fiction from the facts. The fact is Abbie is pregnant. The fact is she is high risk. The fact is there is strong evidence for twins. Everything else, it's just noise. So, where does that leave us? Is it definitely twins? Or is it just wishful thinking from a fan base that misses the excitement of the old days? Here is the reality. We, the Duggar family, love a pattern. We love a legacy. The idea of John, David carrying on the twin torch is a beautiful story. It feels right, but even if it is just one baby, Just one healthy, beautiful baby? That is a miracle. We get so caught up in the twin gene, hype that we forget the danger Abbie is in with HG. We forget that a healthy singleton is better than a complicated twin pregnancy. However, I look at the clues. I look at the nursery prep. I look at the silence. I look at my twin brother's face, and my intuition tells me that the fans aren't wrong this time. Usually, when rumors are false, we laugh them off. We post a photo to debunk them. Look, just one baby. But John and Abbie haven't done that. They have let the rumor grow. Why? Because you don't debunk the truth. You just wait until you are ready to share it. I started this video by telling you that twins have a secret language, a bond that never breaks. John-David has been my other half since the womb. We shared our first breath together. And now, as I watch him prepare for this next chapter, I just feel pride. Whether he walks out of that hospital with one car seat or two, he is the best father. I know he is steady, he is kind, he is present. But if I have to go on record, if I have to make a final prediction, I think the twin gene has struck. I think John is about to understand exactly what my mom felt raising us. I think he is about to know the chaos of two babies crying at once and the joy of two babies holding hands in a crib. John, if you are watching this, and I know you are, you lurker, get some sleep now. You're going to need it. To everyone watching, thank you for loving my brother and Abbie. Thank you for praying for Abbie's health. Keep watching their page. I have a feeling the announcement is coming sooner than you think. And when it does, remember, you heard it from his twin sister first. This is Jana Duggar signing off. Bye for now!